The national debt is outgrowing the limit that Congress approved. Now, Congress faces a choice. Does it let the debt grow bigger, or does it upend the government's ability to pay its bills?
The Democrats can deal with this all by themselves.
That's Rick Scott, a Republican senator from Florida. He pins the blame on Democrats. In an op-ed in the Orlando Sentinel, he wrote, "Because Democrats are responsible for the massive spending and debt growth, they alone need to take responsibility for raising the debt limit." Did Democrats alone get the country into this situation? It's time for a Truth-O-Meter Minute. Hi, I'm John Greenberg with PolitiFact, a newsroom that specializes in giving you the facts pure and simple. If you like our style, stay tuned at the end for how to keep us going. Scott's take on the Democrats and the debt limit is the Republican Party line. Top Republican leaders have been saying this for weeks.
This is a totally Democratic government. They have an obligation to raise the debt ceiling, and they will do it.
The only people that will get any blame for this is the Democrats and their management.
It's entirely of their own making. The Democrats are doing all of the spending.
But here's the thing about the national debt. It's been building for a long time. Right now, it's at about $28.4 trillion. You don't get there overnight. The national debt grows anytime Washington spends more than it collects in taxes. Here's how the debt grew under each president since World War II. Two things stand out. It took a big jump under President Ronald Reagan, and it took an even bigger jump under President George W. Bush. When you add it up, about 60% of all the post-war debt came when a Republican was in the White House, and about 40% under Democratic ones. In fairness, no president is totally responsible for any of this. It's Congress that passes spending and tax laws, and presidents end up signing bills that might not be exactly what they want. Senator Scott might have been talking about more recent history, but there too the numbers don't add up. Under Biden, the Democrats have added to the debt with a major COVID relief bill that passed without a single Republican vote. But under President Donald Trump, the debt grew by $7.8 trillion. Some of that came from the Republican tax cut bill that Democrats opposed. Some came from spending on defense, social programs, and COVID relief bills that both parties supported. Bottom line, both parties have added to the national debt. Time now for the rating. Scott said Democrats alone brought the country to this point with the national debt. The numbers show that Republicans, in history and as recently as under Trump, did at least as much as Democrats to add to the debt. We rate this claim mostly false. That's it for this Truth-O-Meter Minute. If you like our work, go to PolitiFact.com and see all our fact checks. And if you want to keep us strong, click the donate button. Thanks for spending a little time with the facts.